Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make your own silicone cell phone case. It is so easy and it only calls for a few ingredients. The first thing you're going to need is some silicone, and this is just a basic clear sealer. And you do have to make sure that it is clear. It has to be clear, otherwise it won't work right. And it does have to say 100% silicone. And do make sure that you read the back label, because you need to read all of the dangers and making sure that you don't touch your eyes or your skin. And this stuff smells so strong. It smells like the strongest vinegar you've ever smelled. So I would recommend that you do this outdoors. The second ingredient you're going to need is some cornstarch and then some acrylic paint or food coloring, whichever that you have on hand, a pair of gloves, and some plastic wrap in 2 bowls. And I'm just using plastic wrap because I don't want to get my countertops too dirty, so this is just basically just optional. Then go ahead and use 2 plastic bowls, and you do want to use paper or plastic bowls or styrofoam bowls because it does get really messy. I also recommend that you use like either popsicle sticks or even maybe like a plastic spoon in order to mix everything, just so that you're able to throw away both the bowls and the spoons, because you definitely don't want to eat off of the bowl or the spoon after it's touched the silicone, so you want to be able to just throw it out. So I just added about a tablespoon of paint and then a large amount of the clear silicone into the bowl. And of course you can use, like I said, you can use food coloring or you can use the paint like I used. You want to mix this pretty quickly because you only have about 10 minutes before it starts to harden up. But the second you put it in the cornstarch, it kind of slows down the drying process, so you do have time for it to be able to knead it in. And then go ahead and put it in the bowl that has the cornstarch, and you want to start kneading it just like you would any kind of dough. You're going to knead it into the cornstarch about, I would say, 20 times or so. You're going to basically just play with it. It's going to look like and feel like Play-Doh actually. Right now it's still kind of mushy and really sticky, and it's really, really important that you do have the gloves on, because trust me, this stuff is so hard to get off of your skin. So I really do highly recommend these gloves. I found these gloves at the dollar store, and it came in like a pack of like 50 or something like that. So these gloves are really easy to find. But after you've kneaded the cornstarch into the silicone, you'll notice that it starts to get a little stretchy and feels more like Play-Doh, and it doesn't stick anymore. So once it gets to the point to where it's not sticky, go ahead and put a little bit of cornstarch on top of your counter or wherever you're working at. And go ahead, so that way it doesn't stick to the countertops. And then go ahead and roll it out in about the size of your cell phone. And I'm just using this can. You can use anything. I didn't want to use anything that I was going to use to cook with or eat with, so I just used this. Anyways, after rolling it out, go ahead and put your phone on top of it and just kind of follow what I'm doing. You just, fold it over your phone. And then I just cut off a little extra because it was kind of a little bit too much over. So go ahead and fold it onto your phone. Hopefully your phone does not ring, because you won't be able to answer it. But you're going to leave this on for about 20 minutes while it hardens. And after it maybe about 5 minutes into it, it started to harden just a little bit. I wanted to add a little bit of design to the back of it, so I just used a knife, the back of the knife actually, and made slight indentions so that I can get like that triangle effect. And I added a little bit of cornstarch on top of it just so that the knife doesn't stick to it. Not that it was really sticky at all, because at this point I had kneaded in enough cornstarch that it wasn't sticky at all. So now I'm going ahead and trim all around the phone, and I'm kind of cutting into the area where the cell phone has like a little indentation, so I'm not touching the screen. You don't want to scratch up your screen of your phone, so I'm kind of like, it's like a little gap in my phone is where I was cutting, and that kind of helped me get like a straight line. And of course it looks really messy. This was my first time trying this, so I'm sure with practice it'll look a lot better. This was just me kind of just testing it out. So either way, it still looks cool at the end, and it's a free cell phone case. Literally the silicone costs like $2 at Walmart, so it's really inexpensive to make. But of course, after a while, after practicing, You just make sure that it's, the right size, and you can kind of fix it as you go. And I'm sure as you do it several times, you'll kind of learn how to make it look a little bit more professional and, not so bumpy like mine kind of looks on the side. So now go ahead and pull the cell phone out of the case, and you can see, like, all around, you can see the indentions of where the buttons are and the camera. So at this point you would just use an X-Acto knife to cut out the holes. And you don't want to forget about the volume little openings, so you need to cut those out as well. And then also the lock button on the other side. Now you just go ahead and just clean it off with a damp towel or a napkin. And because I wanted to add some interest to it, I decided to add some silver glitter nail polish to the corners of the little triangles, just add a little bit something special to it because it looked a little bit sad. And you can do so much to this. You can also add like other layers of silicone. So I actually saw somebody else do like a silicone bow, and all you have to do is just make the bow separately, and then you just add a dab of silicone onto the dried cell phone case, and it acts as the adhesive. So the options are endless. You can pretty much do anything with this recipe. And this is a list of all the ingredients that I use. The silicone, cornstarch, and the food coloring or the acrylic paint are the basic ingredients that you use for this. I really had no idea that this actually creates a rubber. You can make so many different things. You can mold it into like different stamps. You can create like cell phone stands. I mean, there's like anything that you see around the house that's like made out of rubber or just plastic in general, like you can mold it to that exact thing. Like, it's so cool. I had no idea. So I have like all these ideas of what I'm gonna do. And oh, another cool thing is that it actually can create bouncy balls. So I actually made one with the spare extra dough that I call it dough. It's not really dough, but it looks like dough. I used the extra to make a bouncy ball, and it bounces like a regular bouncy ball. Like that's probably the ingredients that are in a bouncy ball are these 3 ingredients. And remember, if you're a kid, make sure you get parental supervision on this, because like I said, it really does stink. So there's no way that you're going to be able to do this without your parents knowing, because trust me, it smells really bad, and you don't want to get this stuff on your hands or on your skin or on your face. Okay, I think it's time for me to end this video. I've been talking long enough, and I'm sure you're tired of listening to me. So if you got this far to the end of the video, thanks for watching, and thanks for sticking with me for this long. If you have any suggestions of what other things I can create with this little rubber stuff, leave it in the comment section down below. Like, what else should I make besides just like stamps and bouncy balls? Like, I want to know what other things you guys think I should make. And don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and if you're not, shame on you. And leave it in the comment section your ideas. And what else? Oh yeah, follow me on my other social media. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.